like she won a lotto. Really must be serious. Holla, scared of heights, come face your fears. Holla, holla. Do it just like Nikki, gone and it over. Say she roll with me, she tired of being alone. Young, but you know I'm ready. Oh, foreign girls call me. But I'ma get back to the point, baby. Hold on. Trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't call my phone, so why you showing up? Never. I'm taking them shots, my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these I get some material. Holla, we the boys.
Cavaliers. Have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in the 5 roaming the paint. Bosch drives in. Wade with it. Now Smith defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Irving. And Wade sends it back. Smith dishes to Thompson. Fires from deep. Irving can't hit.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
No good from Dragic.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
The wide open look here for Bosch. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The drive by LeBron. That's good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful. And, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Dragic with a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Kept alive. And they double up James. Goes back up. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Irving's got his second bucket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Wade. Dang passes to Bosh. Good ball movement here by Miami. Dang attacking. The feed to Whiteside. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. Bosh misses. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Dang. And finished off by LeBron.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Johnson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Here's Fry. And he goes in for the dunk.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Moving against Richardson. Here's Mozgov. Shot is no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Pushing it up. Kicks it out to Richardson. A three-pointer, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
They get it again.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. He dishes it to Winslow. Poked away. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 2. Green. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's one he knows he should have cranked.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Green dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Green. Tries to save it. And we reach. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang out there with Winslow. And it's Bosh in at the 5 down low. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Scooped up. The Heat trail by 7. Dragic kicks to Dang. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wade for 3. Another miss by Wade.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
And another miss by Cleveland. Outside Dragic. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's James. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. The Heat also with a sub. Whiteside's checked in. And he gets the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Smith for 3. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Dragic with the drive. Right side, the pass to Dragic. And the shot falls short this time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bosh dishes to Dragic.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now, it's mid-range jumper heavy.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. And here's the fast break.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Heat. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade.
Well, he hit that shot, Kevin, from the suburbs. What a shot.
You got to have some guts to let it fly from that far beyond the arc.
Oh, wow. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Heat also changing it up. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Johnson in for Chris Bosh. Richardson, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Irving up top. Fires, high post. Another miss by Irving.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Oh my God. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Out to Stoudemire. There's the pass to Richardson. Johnson wide open. He fires. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Cleveland leading by 6. Irving kicks to Thompson. The dish to Shumpert. Mozgov passes to Irving. Smith with a wide open look. And another three for Cleveland.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Richardson. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Those are chances. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Irving after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
So both teams making some changes here. Eight seconds left in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Smith. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And it's Green slamming it down.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah. And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. The second half just about to get going here.
It's been a solid outing for Bosh. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High-energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Dang dishes to Wade. Pass to Whiteside. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Whiteside's got 5. The Cavaliers leading by 7.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Clock at 4. For 3, Smith. And it's Smith again missing. And Wade slams it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
Nice shot by Smith.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Whiteside, the pass to Wade. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
No good from Irving.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's LeBron. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And Miami with a change here, too. Richardson's checked in. Deng kicks to Bosh. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Miami no good on that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Gerald Green in for Dwayne Wade. Johnson dishes to Richardson. Feeds it to Winslow. Kicks to Stoudemire. And stolen by James. Pass to Dellavedova. It's Mozgov, high post. Frye Drains it from 17 feet out. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Shumpert, no good.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And they're late. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. With the pass. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Winslow. No good with the layup. He gets it up. No good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the board for Miami starting the fourth. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in the point guard. Irving from long range. The Heat trail by 9. Wade passes to Whiteside. Back to Wade. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Irving. And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him. Irving dishes to Love. Smith for 3. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's 15 points for J.R. Smith.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Wade on the wing. Outside Bosch. Dishes it to Whiteside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Good. 17 points for J.R. Smith.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Wade kicks to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dang. And he gets it to go.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Here's Dragic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Smith the pass to LeBron. Back to Smith. Nobody near Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And it's Wade penetrating. Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
James wide open. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Dragic. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Irving kicks to LeBron. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
That's a big boy dunk right there. Grown man sledgehammer dunk.
That was a violent attack on the rim.
Enough said on that one.
Bosch can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Thompson sends it back. Dragic kicks to Dang. Down low. Here's Bosch. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Miami making a change here. Green's checked in.
Boy, last season Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspension.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And thank you, Doris. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
No good from Dragic.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Smith, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Smith. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And so here's Cleveland. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Stoudemire kicks to Johnson. Back to Stoudemire. Winslow wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. The drive by Shumpert. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Richardson. And that one drops.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.